Facebook just took down my last live that happened literally 5 minutes ago, which doesn't even surprise me anymore. I'm so used to them just censoring anything that the government doesn't like. But my live was actually really important. What it's about is Jacinda Ardern about 2 weeks ago did a big speech at the United Nations, and what she was saying was how important it is that social media companies start to look at how they can censor people. She doesn't like free speech, and we know why she doesn't like free speech. We see her interviews where they're controlled and manipulated, and she's allowed to say whatever she likes and no one will question her on it. No one will find out what's really going on. Hi. Yeah, I'm sitting in public at a cafe in the middle of The Hague. We're about to go and interview some more politicians, and it's incredible that we've been invited to even go and talk with these people and that they are letting us in to speak with them, which would probably never happen in New Zealand. It is incredibly difficult to get anyone to speak independently of their party in New Zealand, but here in the Netherlands it seems like free speech is a much more important topic than what we have back in New Zealand. We came here, as you guys all know, we were funded by the conference to come over to Vienna, and then we've invested all of our own funds to come over and tell more stories in other parts like the Netherlands because we think it's so important. But in setting up Operation People, me and Jake have invested everything. We have everything over the last year. And it's been awesome, and I regret absolutely nothing. It's been the best experience of my entire life. But we do need help because we have been invited to go and speak with some people that are amazing and incredible people that we're allowed to now go and meet with and talk with. But we need help getting there because it's very, very expensive. Even training around here, going back and forth has been very expensive. The New Zealand dollar is at an all-time low, which makes it really hard when it comes to finding affordable accommodation, the whole lot. It is not easy. And people talked with us that, you know, have big money and things like that, but to us it's so important that the people actually want us doing what we do, because that's what it's all about. It's if we're not producing stuff that people actually want to see, then we won't exist. And I think that's a better way to go. We're not taxpayer funded, we're not funded by people that don't want us being here, we're just purely funded by people who think, hey, what they're doing is actually important. And what we aim to do with Operation People is to show the reality of what the legislation that governments are putting in place, the reality of the implications of that legislation, because governments just make up whatever they want and the people have to adapt, and no one seems to care about the people. So we wanted to be completely focused on the actual human beings behind these stories and the human beings that are going to be affected by this legislation. And here in the Netherlands, we've got an amazing opportunity to show the legislation that is happening and how they're going to implement it back home in New Zealand and what to look out for. Outside of the Netherlands, we've been invited to speak with some incredible people, but the countries are very hard to get to and it's expensive to get there. But we would love to be able to get there because we think this is a once in a lifetime opportunity that we have. And as you guys know, me and Jake got engaged. We haven't taken a day off at all since we got here. I don't even know how long it's been, maybe 3 weeks. We have not had one day just to be like, oh, we're in Europe, because this is the first time both of us have been here, but we're here for work and we're here to get things done, and that's what matters to us. It's not, you know, going around on holiday drinking. Like, that's not why we're here. We're here and we've been working till 2 a.m. every night. We get up early, we get things done. We're always doing interviews. We've done about 30, I think, so far. And the difference with our team compared to other teams, like the Epoch Times came out to a farmer and did an interview with one of the farmers we were working with as well. They had a team of 6 people just to film. And then they send it back to an editing studio in New York to get out. We have 2 people. We have 2 of us here to try and do all the videos and edit them and get them out, and it is really difficult. We don't have the time, we don't have the resources. People ask why we haven't taken lawsuits. We just don't have the funding. We've invested everything we have personally. We were going to buy a house at the end of last year. We put all of that aside because everything we have has gone into this. We think it's so much more important. And we didn't want to look back and go, wow, we wasted the one opportunity we had to make a difference. So that's where we're at. If you guys want to help us, it would be really appreciated, especially right now. You can go to operationpeople.com and help us, and I'll drop the link if you just want to donate directly in the comments. And if you can't donate, I completely understand. Cost of living is a nightmare, and I get that we're over in Europe and it seems like a big thing, but if you could go on YouTube and subscribe, because YouTube, if we can build that up, we can get great monetization from there. Or if you can share our videos to people that want to see them and can help, that would be amazing as well, because I know everyone's in a different position, but if you can help us, it would mean a great amount right when we need it right now, because there's so much that we can do in a short amount of time if we can get to these places, and it's just trying to get there and being people funded, not government funded, not taxpayer money funded. We're just funded by people that want us here. So if you can help, it would be incredible. Thank you every single person that has supported us over the last year, from whatever it's been, you know, from all the messages and emails we had of support and encouragement over the protests, to everyone that's gone and gotten a t-shirt or anything that you guys have done. I mean, I try to respond to everyone. I definitely don't get there because there's so much that happens all the time. I know there's a lot more stories you guys want us to tell that we haven't told, but we're a tiny team. We can only do as much as we can do, and we don't have weekends off. Everything we have goes into this. We do our very best, and I hope you guys can see that. Thank you. All right, have a great day. Have a great night, I know, over in New Zealand. I'm going to go get changed, and we're going to head on off to interview more of these politicians. Bye, guys. Thank you.